we have to do our shots, and we'll finish up. We only have a couple more players to go.
And I got to take another shot for his birthday.
No, I'm not.
Oh, you got to take an extra shot for his birthday. So up until this point, we are Tim Jernigan, McLeod, Darby, Barnett, Elliott, Ajayi, Clement, Long. All right, so let's start off with fourth quarter shots.
You're now listening to the fourth quarter.
All right, you guys are ready already? Oh, jeez. I'm way behind here.
Be ready, so you have to get ready.
All right, here we go. All right.
You're now listening to the fourth quarter.
He just likes the sound effects.
Yeah.
I mean, this helps me out in editing. You guys just show up. You don't do any of the background. I'm doing all the cutting, editing, all this stuff. This is work. So this helps me out to not have to do so much work. But here we go. Fourth quarter. 3, 2, 1, down the hatch. Oh, Ray Sowers, I hear you. We need 5 quarters today.
Oh, man.
Look, Tifa, we need overtime. I hear you. I feel you on that. I mean, I can't do extra shot, but I mean, I feel you. The show needs to be 2 hours. Too much information to try to cover. The Christopher Burton. I understand. Absolutely. Bennett compared us to Golden State Warriors because the next man up rotation, everyone brings something to the table. Yeah, that's true. All right, so. All right, we are now to number 17. Number 17 is Brooks. I forget his first name. What's his name?
Brandon Brooks. Brandon.
All right, Brandon Brooks, the guard, all-pro guard.
Yeah. Listen, he didn't allow a sack since 2016, the first game of the year. Yeah, so that's time he allowed a sack.
So I don't think
his feet was set.
He comes in at number 17. I had him at number 15 on my list. So I had him as a top 15 most impactful Eagles from last year. And me too. And I don't have a problem with putting him that high because our lines were the foundation of this team, defense and offensive lines. We had the third best rushing attack. That was because of our offensive line. So it's no way that you can ignore components of that offensive line when you talk about a team that won the Super Bowl and had the number 3 rushing attack in the league. So they had it because of the offensive line, and he was a Pro Bowler. So I had him at number 15. What do you think, Pat?
Yeah, I had him at number 14. He was very impactful. I was watching actually the game against the Cowboys where he blocked 2 guys for a job. Was it the Cowboys? No, the Broncos. I'm sorry. The Broncos game. He came around, pulled, and blocked 2 guys to free up Jay Ajayi for his long touchdown run. Like, this man is a monster at that guard position. He's been a solid key for us for long time since we acquired him. Besides him missing, I think it was a game last year in 2016 because of the mental issue. He's probably, I'll say he's the best guard in the league. Yeah, he only allowed 1 sack since 2016. The first game.
Yeah, I had him at number 18. I think he's one of, if not the top 5, top 10 guards in the NFL.
He's top 2.
You think top 2?
Top 2.
All right. Corey Robinson is agreeing with it. He says a good pick. Ray Sowers says Dante needs to do shots of coffee. I'm thinking. I don't know. You might be right there, right? Jeez. This Tito's is okay. Well, okay. All right. But anyway. All right. So yeah.
No driving to New York for you.
No. Driving upstairs to the family room and pop my behind on the couch. But anyway, yeah, Barrett Brooks, you have to recognize the offensive line, like I said, how he has constructed this team. And he said when he got back in the seat, and then let me just take a time out real quick to say that maybe not now. I'm not going to do it now. All right, maybe later.
Don't do that. I hate when people do that.
All right, what I'm saying is we got to, but it's going to be it needs to be a whole segment, and you guys might not agree with me, but we have to pay homage and give some credit where credit is due. Now, do you want me to announce who we need to give credit to right now? It's very controversial, and we're in the middle of this top 25.
I know who you're talking about.
All right, I'm going to save it. I'm going to save it for next week.
We're not mentioning that guy's name.
I'm going to save it. Yeah. But all right, let me go to a couple comments. Brooke shows up every game. Chester says, Corey already said good pick. TCB Will, he asks who starts the slot cornerback. It may be that rookie. I don't know. It may be Mills too. I don't know. Depends on how they do.
Mills is outside
he's outside. Yeah, he's outside.
To be inside, to be a cornerback and inside is a different monster than being outside.
All right, well, Mills is not going to have a spot then, because I don't think. I think that Sidney Jones and Darby may outplay him in the.
We'll see in the training camp. That's what training camp is in preseason's for.
Yeah. That's why we play the game.
Yeah,
that's why we play the game. I was all on paper. It'll be no winners, no losers.
Tifa wants me to announce it now, but it'll take us away. It'll take us right off this list if I announce it now. So I'm not going to do it. I'll give it a quarter next week in one of the segments. B. Bizzle Williams, I like our new tight end. He could be the next Gronk. Yeah, I like him too. I really do. I can't wait to see what Dougie P has.
Oh, Dallas
for him. Yeah, we have to change that name.
Philly Goddard.
Yeah, you got Goddard. I'm sorry,
Philly Goddard. All right, here we go. So that was number
17.
Number 17. Number 16 is one Kendricks.
Our man. Kendricks, our one and only Michael Kendricks.
16. So I had him at, let me see, where did I have him? I had Michael Kendricks at 13. I actually had him at 13. He had been in the doghouse coming into the year. They weren't excited. They weren't really he was kind of in the doghouse because he was a one-trick pony. He wasn't covering too good he wasn't covering tight ends as best as he could. He wasn't good in pass coverage, to say. And he actually improved a lot this year. And he was great in pass coverage, along with his athleticism and getting to the cornerback. Although I don't think they use him enough in pass rushing.
I agree.
Because I think that's his strength, but that's not how Schwartz schemes his outside linebackers. So he had to develop his strengths in other areas, and he did a great job at that last year. He did improve in the areas where they thought he was weak in, and he was a 3-down linebacker most of the time. So I agree with his coming in at number 16. We're not going to do 15 because I see 15 on the list, but 15 to 6 is saved for next week. So I'm not going to do that list right there. But so that's the last person that we have on this list. But tell me about, and I'll let Shell talk because Shell has always loved Kendricks. He has a man crush on Kendricks. So go ahead. Was Kendricks impactful this past season or what?
Oh man, Kendricks. First of all, coming in, everybody knows he's definitely one of the best blitzing linebackers on the team. He knows how to get to the quarterback. He worked on his footwork in the offseason, and you can definitely see that. Getting into the hook to curl zone, running with the wheel route with the running backs, dropping into the flat where the quarterback tries to throw the quick bubble screens. He's definitely there. He brings a load with him. When he comes, he comes with mean aggression. I love the way this guy plays linebacker position, man.
Well, not a lot of people are agreeing out there. We have Tifa says no comment on Kendricks. Chris says Kendricks need to be lower. His play this season was subpar.
See where I got him?
Where'd you have him? Where'd you have him on your list, Pat?
I had him at 22. I had him at 12. But 22. I got to give Kendricks this, man. He did step up his game, and you saw it in the preseason game.
You see it in the playoffs. They tried to run that wheel route. He almost picked it off. If he wasn't a linebacker. If he wasn't a linebacker.
Let me finish. All right. I'm going to let you finish, but give me my time.
Go ahead.
He set the tone for how the season was going to go from the preseason game. I think he had 3 interceptions during the preseason, and he stood out as the linebacker.
Yeah.
So when Jordan Hicks went down, it was no question that you could actually rely on him to be that go-to linebacker with Nigel Bradham, and keep him in there on a third down situations. He did improve on his pass coverage a little bit. A lot. He did improve on it.
He improved a lot.
He became the second leading tackler on his team. And you know what? He does bring a lot to this team that I'm happy that we kept him. Going forward, where he's at is perfect. I had him at 22 again. I don't think he was that impactful, but again, we did have our conversations, we did have our fights, and we did have our wild moments, especially when I looked at your list. But at the end of the day, you know, we got an agreement that at 16, Kendricks is a factor for this team, man. He is a factor for this team.
All right. Zach Mowry, it's hard to blitz the outside backers when our inside backers is on the shelves. Kendrick and Bradham was stellar when Hicks was healthy. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Hicks played a part. Although he didn't make this list. He didn't make this list.
He made my list.
Oh yeah, he made a good list, but he
can't make the club. You can't make the club when you're in the tub.
You can't make the club when you're in the tub. Kendrick's best linebacker. Bernard Berman says Kendricks is the best linebacker on the team. He's with you, Shell.
Yeah.
What you been drinking?
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't know about the best linebacker on the team, but you know
he's second on the team in tackling. Linebackers get paid to make tackles. What else you want the guy to do?
Corey Robinson agrees. He says Kendrick's best linebacker on the team, but he's only 5'10".
He's the second best linebacker on the team.
Come on.
He's the second best linebacker on the team.
When healthy, if you go by health, he's a third. But when Jordan is out, he's the second. All right? We already know who's better than Kendricks. I'm not going to
well, we know Hicks is very, very much more talented.
When healthy.
He got to stay healthy.
He has to stay healthy. I think this is a breakout year for Hicks because it's a contract year for Hicks. So if he can stay healthy this year, he can get paid considerably more than if he goes down. He cannot go down this year. He's going to mess up his money.
I think we should have moved up and got Smith from
Smith.
Yeah, Saquon.
I think we did in the draft.
I wanted a linebacker too, but this guy he may be able to stay healthy. We'll see.
Yeah.
Quincy White, if Hicks would just stay healthy. Isaac Ware, if Hicks would just stay healthy. Quincy White says if we did not have that line, the linebackers would really be bums. I don't know about that. With Hicks out there and Bradham and even Kendricks, I think our linebackers are okay. I don't think they're subpar. I think they're above average when they're all healthy, but that's a big if. They have to be healthy. And I think Bradham did a great job in Hicks' absence, picking up the play calling duties on the defensive side of the ball, because that was something that Hicks was very good at, identifying what was the formations and calling the plays out. And Bradham picked up and right where Hicks left off. So that was key there. And we'll see where he winds up on the list. But that is our top 25 this week, from 25 down to 16. And I'll recap it. Let me see. It was Tim Jernigan at 25, Rodney McLeod at 24, Ron Darby at 23, Derek Barnett at 22, kicker Jake Elliott at number 21, running back Jay Ajayi at number 20, running back Corey Clement at number 19, defensive end Chris Long at 18, offensive guard Brooks at 17, and linebacker Michael Kendricks at number 16. So, all right, we got a couple minutes left. What are they talking about in the chat line?
Yeah, I got to bring up our contest.
Oh, yeah, definitely bring that
up. So for everybody out there that's watching us, who's going to watch us, a friend of mine, he works for a Clear Vision Entertainment, and what they're doing with some of the Eagles, and particularly with Jalen Mills and friends, they're having a softball tournament. It's Jalen Mills and Friends presents charity softball presented by Clear Vision. It will be held at the 1900 Center Ave in Reading, PA, the First Energy Stadium on June the 23rd. It's a Saturday. Gates open at noon. What my friend gave to me, he gave me 2 free tickets to give out to our guests. And how we going to do this? Me and Dante talked about it and said, you know what? We should have them subscribe to our channel and write the reason why they should want to come to the softball game, or write the reason why you're an Eagles fan.
Well, all right. So let me expound on that. So
there you go.
To enter the drawing for the tickets to the Jalen Mills softball game, you just have to subscribe to our YouTube channel. You subscribe to our YouTube channel from this episode. I'll post it up. It'll be up either tomorrow or Wednesday. But you go to our YouTube channel, you subscribe to this episode. I'll put a link to our website where you will enter your email address so that you will be registered for this drawing, because we have to have a way to get in contact with you. So number 1, subscribe to the YouTube channel. When you subscribe, I'll be able to see who you are. Then there'll be a link in the YouTube video that you click on, and then you'll enter your email address, so we'll be able to get in contact with you if you happen to be the winner. So that's what it's going to be. You go to our YouTube channel, you look for this top 25 countdown show video, and you'll see the link in there. You subscribe to our channel, you'll see the link in that episode. Click on it, enter your email address, and you will qualify for these tickets to the Jalen Mills Celebrity Softball game. So that's what you do. Okay. Let me go to some comments. They are talking out there. Philly will not pay Hicks. He's damaged good. That's what Bernard Birdman says. Corey says, no, you're wrong about that, because if Hicks is if he plays and he remains healthy this year, Howie will use the fact that he's injury prone as leverage to kind of keep his salary down. So I don't think that we'll be hands off. Now, if he gets hurt, that's a whole nother monster. Ray Sowers says, Corey says he's only 5'10". What about Sam Mills? He has nothing to do with it. Quincy White, if we did not have that line, the linebackers will really be bums. Yeah. Zach Marwy, if Hicks plays all year, they will let Kendricks walk next year and pay Hicks. Yeah, I can see that. Quincy White says that height thing ain't shit, Corey. If he can do the job, he can do the job. Bernard Birdman, he always gets hurt at Corey Robertson. So these guys are having a conversation amongst themselves in the chat room about Jordan Hicks and Michael Kendricks. We can't let both of them go, so somebody has to stay here. Diamond Lomax, he will get paid, but only a little more than minimum if he gets hurt. I agree with that. But hey, that's the end of the show, man. We have done it. It's in the books. Our top 25. You have to come back next week and see, from 15 down to 6, see who those candidates are. There's a lot of names that weren't called off today. Let me know if you agree with our list thus far or not in the comments, man. We appreciate all you guys tuning in. And that's a wrap for us, man. It's me, Dante the Dark Knight, for my co-host, the Sandlin Boys, Patrick and Shell.
Happy birthday.
We are out.
Thank you very much.
And that's the end of the quarter. Be sure to follow Eagles Talk on Instagram at Eagles Talk, Twitter at Eagles Talk 3, that's the number 3, and on Facebook at Eagles Talk 3, as well as subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thanks for listening, and be sure to download the next quarter.